Graduation is a time of rejoicing, for it marks the completion of an educational journey and commencement of more exciting and challenging part of man's pursuit for a better life in the future.
Graduation is the finale of all school activities where teachers, learners, and parents proudly awaits. In this time of pandemic, everyone experienced challenges and struggles. Now, we come not to an end, but another journey of learning.
A blessed day, everyone. Welcome to the fourth commencement exercises and completion rites of Baloling National High School with the theme
Kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Today, join us as we recognize the achievements of this year's batch of completers and graduating class.
To begin with, let us all rise for the Philippine National Anthem to be followed by an opening prayer by China L. Samson, Regional Hymn and Pangasinan Hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Lord, our God, we are gathered here today. We not in person, but in heart, to commemorate the graduation of Baloling National High School, batch 2020-2021. This moment, I thank you for all the blessings you bestowed upon us these past years. Bless us with hope to move into the future with eager and open hearts. Especially these times of pandemic. Give us more motivation and strength to put the knowledge and skills gained through our education to use for the good of our nation. Help us not to forget the goodness of life in the face of challenges and struggles. As we take this journey, help us to be more grateful and wise. Forgive us for every mistake we have done, so we become worthy of your blessings. All of this I pray in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
For wealth and fame.
At this juncture, let us give a big hand to our able and dedicated school head, Dr. Lucy A. Nicomedes, as she gives her opening remarks.
To our officer in charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Elias Obaldo, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendents, Dr. Criselda G. Okang and Dr. Diosdado I. Cayabyab, our Public School District Supervisor, Dr. Nicanor L. Langit, teaching staff of Baloling National High School, most especially to the parents and members of the graduating class and junior high school completers, good morning. It's my honor to be here with you today, even virtually. I hope that you and your families are both healthy and safe. If you think back to the beginning of this school year, I'm sure none of us could imagine there will be in the school year this way. This pandemic has affected all of us, but we are resilient. You are resilient. You managed to finish your schoolwork under these unprecedented conditions. Today, we proudly celebrate your achievements on this 52nd graduation rites with the theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. Sa pagkakataong ito, nais kong ipabatid ang aking taus-pusong pagbati sa inyong lahat, lalo na ang inyong mga magulang. Lahat kayo ay aking ikinararangal sa inyong nakamit na tagumpay sa puntong ito ng inyong buhay. At bilang inyong punong guro, dalangin ko na bukod sa walang humpay na pagkamit ng kaalaman at kasanayan na mas makakapagdulot sa inyo ng matagumpay na kinabukasan, nawa kayong lahat ay maging karapat-dapat na huwaran sa inyong pagpapanatili at lubos na pagpapaibayo ng inyong integridad at kabutihan bilang tao sa harap ng matinding pagsubok ng ating panahon. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Thank you, Ma'am. And now, let us witness one of the highlights of this event, the presentation of our completers and graduates for the school year 2020-2021 by our school head, Ma'am Lucy Nicomedes, Principal 3, to be followed by the confirmation of our competent PSDS, Dr. Nicanor L. Langit.
Dr. Eli S. Ubaldo, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, through the Public School District Supervisor, Dr. Nicanor L. Langit. Sir, I have the honor to present to you the 27 candidates for completion for school year 2020-2021 of Baloling National High School. 19 of them are males and 8 are females, and with the strong recommendation of their advisor that they have satisfactorily completed and complied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 curriculum. These candidates are now ready for your acceptance and confirmation.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Department of Education, through the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Eli S. Baldo, and acting upon the strong recommendation of your school principal, Dr. Losi Nicomedes, that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the junior high school curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education. I, Nicanor L. Langit, Public Schools District Supervisor, accept and confirm you completers of Baloling National High School. With this, you are now entitled to receive your certificate this 14th day of July 2021. Congratulations!
Dr. Eli S. Obaldo, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, through the Public School District Supervisor, Dr. Nicanor L. Langit. Sir, I am proud to present to you the 25 candidates for graduation for school year 2020-2021 of Baloling National High School. 5 of them are males and 20 are females, and with a strong recommendation of their advisor that they have satisfactorily completed and complied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 curriculum. These candidates are now ready for your acceptance and confirmation.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Department of Education through the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Eli Isobando, and acting upon the strong recommendation of your school principal, Dr. Losi Nicomedes, that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements for senior high school curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education. I, Nicanor L. Langit, Public Schools District Supervisor, accept and confirm you graduates of Baloling National High School for this school year 2020-2021. With this, you are now entitled to receive your diploma this 14th day of July 2021. Congratulations!
Congratulations, completers and graduates. Kudos Batch 2020-2021. Of course, this event won't be completed without the inspiring messages from our beloved mentors. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big hand to the equally brilliant Department of Education Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, Regional Director DepEd Region 1 Sir Tolentino G. Aquino, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Officer in Charge from the Office of the SDS, Dr. Eli S. Ubaldo.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So, congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so, thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So, congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
It is with great pleasure and admiration that I convey my best wishes and profound felicitations to all the graduates, completers, and academic awardees of the school year 2020-2021. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are the much-awaited events in the life of every learner, as they represent the golden times of reaching higher education and achieving dreams and aspirations. Indeed, finishing this challenging school year during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic is remarkable, since it has been inevitable to face and accept the new normal landscape of education. It has been a school year of extraordinary hard work, dedication, and passion for all school leaders, teachers, learners, and parents in dealing and coping with chosen learning delivery modality to meet most essential educational requirements. Likewise, the incessant motivation and support of parents towards the seemingly thorny road to success caused by the global health crisis, as well as the strict obedience to various health protocols, have enormously pitched into this moment of your graduation and completion. My dear graduates and completers, you have just marked another significant milestone in your continued quest for excellence and successful future. Certainly, more challenges will still come your way. However, stay focused and always remember that your dream is within reach when you are determined and committed. My beloved parents, accept my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for being an effective and efficient partner of the DepEd in the implementation of distance learning. Your untiring support is a deeper reflection of an unconditional love you bestowed to the learners through the years. Undoubtedly, you have greatly contributed to the fulfillment of the mandate of the DepEd Sulong Edukalidad. My sincere commendations to all school administrators, faculty members, and non-teaching staff for providing the highest degree of education para sa bata, para sa bayan. Finally, with this happy celebration of your graduation and completion, it is with confidence to say that you have given our theme for this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, a very special meaning. Congratulations and have a wonderful graduation and moving up ceremony.
Isang mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat. Lubos ang aking kagalakan na makapagbigay ng mensahe sa inyo, mahal naming mga magulang, guro, punong guro, at higit sa lahat, sa inyo, ating mga completers at graduates mula sa kindergarten, grade 6, grade 10, grade 12, at sa ating learners from the alternative learning system na pumasa sa portfolio assessment. Ang tema ng ating end of school year rites ay kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Ang pandemyang dulot ng COVID-19 ang nag-udyok sa lahat ng educational leaders na gumawa ng mga tough choices sa gitna ng tanong, paano mapapangalagaan ang kaligtasan ng mga guro at paano maihahatid ang edukasyon sa mga mag-aaral. Ayon nga kay Secretary Briones, education must continue even in times of crisis. Sa pagtutulungan nga ng mga magulang, mag-aaral, kaguruan at stakeholders na itawid natin ang school year 2020-2021. Tunay ngang napakahalaga ng ating selebrasyon ngayong school year 2020-2021 because for the first time in history, the school and home have finally touched base together for a common aspiration. Nagpapatunay na malaki ang bahagi ng parental involvement sa academic achievement ng isang mag-aaral. As parents and teachers work together to address our children's needs, we're able to form a formidable team to combat ignorance and keep relevant values that every home and society cherish. Batid ko ang inyong mga pasakit at pinagdaanan, maitawid lamang ang inyong pag-aaral. Mental stress, dala ng independent learning, unstable internet connectivity, problema sa kahirapan ng buhay. Ngunit lahat ng ito ay napagtagumpayan ninyo. Ang inyong ipinakitang tibay ay kamangha-mangha. Ito ay nagpapakita ng katatagan ng ating mga mag-aaral. Lastly, gusto kong sabihin sa inyo, please appreciate your parents. To be a good father and mother requires that the parents defer many of their own needs and desires in favor of the needs of their children. You never know what sacrifices they went through for you. Respect your teachers. Teachers spend most of their nights planning, most of their mornings explaining, most of their afternoons correcting, most of their years encouraging, most of their lives stressing what matters most in life, and it's all for your future. So don't make their jobs more difficult. Congratulations to you, our precious children, parents, teachers, and school heads, for continuously making the flames of education burn amidst the darkness of these times. Mabuhay!
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now go to the most awaited part of the ceremonies, the distribution of certificates to the grade 10 completers by their advisor, Mrs. Naji V. Magsumbol, followed by the distribution of diplomas to the graduates batch 2020-2021 by the advisor, Mrs. Carla Joy T. Gabrilio.
The distribution of certificates to the grade 10 completers, school year 2020-2021.
Under the advisory class of Mrs. Naji V. Magsumbol.
Alabaso Benji Cabarlo, the son of Mrs. L. Cabarlo from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Aquino Andre Salinas, the son of Mrs. Lizelle S. Aquino from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Bagbagay Justin Paraan, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Edgardo S. Bagbagay from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Cacho Axel Erpelo, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Alex P. Cacho from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Kalimlim Robert Erpelo, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ruben R. Erpelo from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Camara Julius Sanjego, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Genaro Q. Camara from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Coloma Edward Jr. Bernardino, the son of Mrs. Josephine B. De Vera from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Duot Frederick Abad, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Federico S. Duot from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Enaje Christian Nicomedes, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Crispin A. Inaje from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Frialde J. Nicomedes, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jackson S. Frialde from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Lopez Junicio Jr. Ventanilla, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Junicio S. Lopez Sr. from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Nabwa Jerome De Vera, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo L. Nabwa Sr. from Imelda, San Jacinto, Pangasinan.
Olero Charles Tibuli, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Laureano G. Olero from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Paraan J.R. Aquino, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ignacio B. Paraan from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Raimundo Remus IV Aquino, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Remus S. Raimundo, from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Retuya Renji Castañares, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo T. Retuya, from Imelda, San Jacinto, Pangasinan.
Soratos Alan Sandoval, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ronnie L. Soratos, from Imelda, San Jacinto, Pangasinan.
Tapiador R.J.B., son of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando F. Tapiador, from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Zabala Carl Jazel A., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Janet A. Zabala, from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Agamata Karen Rapahon, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Camilo Zaig Agamata Jr., from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Biandilia Mary Grace Aquino, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Arnold C. Biandilia.
Servas Ira May Nato, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo D. Servas Sr., from Imelda, San Jacinto, Pangasinan.
De Los Santos Elamay Aquino, the daughter of Mrs. Vanji M. Aquino, from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Garcia Kayla Cassandra, the daughter of Mrs. Mercy C. Garcia, from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Lopez Joanna Puwayan, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Lopez, from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Lopez Jovelyn Puyawan, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Lopez, from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Samson China May Laguerta, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Cesar B. Samson, from Imelda, San Jacinto, Pangasinan.
And now let's move on to the distribution of diplomas to the graduating class of school year 2020-2021.
Under the advisory class of Mrs. Carla Joy T. Gabrilio.
Camara Jake Vincent Sanjego, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Genaro Q. Camara, from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Garcia Jomel, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Imelda Garcia, from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Lozano Nathaniel Torsuela, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Nicanor S. Lozano, from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Mejia Justin Mocadis, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Sammy M. Mejia, from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Salinas Claro Valdez, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Claro T. Salinas, from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Alabaso Patricia Trapani, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Pedro S. Alabaso from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Aquino Catherine Arcangel, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Paulino Aquino from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Kalimlim Reliza Erpelo, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ruben E. Kalimlim from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Camara Aiza Morales, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Amor Camara from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Camara Jessica May Catalan, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Tiborcio Camara Jr. from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Camara Jovelyn Catalan, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Tiburcio C. Camara Jr. from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
De Guzman Brittany Barrera, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Sunny B. De Guzman from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
De la Vega Minerva Tebrio, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Danilo E. de la Vega from Imelda, San Jacinto, Pangasinan.
Evangelista Rosel Idates, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rodolfo Evangelista from Bukaw, Manawag, Pangasinan.
Gabriel Kim Angela Villamil, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lito R. Gabriel from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Gabrielle Kyla Angelica Villamil, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lito R. Gabriel from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Gamboa Arlene Camba, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Amado B. Gamboa from Imelda, San Jacinto, Pangasinan.
Mejia Riza Gatchalian, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Sandy A. Mejia.
Nastor Rica May Segundo, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ramon Nastor from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Nastor Rose May Segundo, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ramon Nastor from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Paraan Jasmine Aquino, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ignacio B. Paraan from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Pogilia Casey Ann Nawe, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Randy Pogilia Sr. from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Kitaleg Angelica Tandingan, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alfonso F. Kitaleg from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Raimundo Queen Elinita Aquino, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Remus S. Raimundo from Baluling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Zarate Shaira Prado, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alexander Zarate from Baloling, Mapandan, Pangasinan.
Congratulations, completers and graduates. You deserve it. And now let us witness the presentation of awardees for the completers and graduates of batch 2020-2021.
Grade 10 Diamond Awardees. Agamata Karen Rapahon with honors.
Servas Ira May Nato with honors.
Samson China May Laguerta with high honors.
Graduating class awardees. Aquino Catherine Arcangel with honors.
Kalimlim Rolaisa Erpelo with honors.
Camara Juveline Catalan with honors.
Gabriel Kim Angela Villamil with honors.
Gabrielle Kyla Angelica Villamil with honors.
Mihia Riza Gatchalian with honors.
Kudos awardees. Keep up the good work. And now, to give her words of gratitude to her teachers and parents, a graduating honor student, Juveline C. Camara.
To our beloved Principal 3, Dr. Lucy A. Nicomedes, to our school faculty and staff, teaching and non-teaching personnel, parents, friends, fellow graduates, and for those who are watching right now, a blessed morning to each and everyone. I can't exactly fathom what I'm feeling. Mixed feeling of pleasure and sadness fill me. But overall, I am delighted to see the proud and bright smile of my fellow graduates today. Who could ever forget the failures and disappointments we encountered along the way? The lads lost and found, the classes and teachers worth remembering, the ridiculous adventure that brought wrinkles to our teachers, the pranks we played on each other, the battle that seems too important to win. After what seems to be an endless list of challenging performance tasks, summative tests, online class after online class, and of course, the never-ending modules to read and answer, wherein we are able to regularly buy pad papers and not beg from our classmates, just like before when we used to have face-to-face classes. Yes, those were the days, my fellow graduates, and right now, those days are behind us. Sometimes we complain, but one thing that I've realized is that these tasks lead us to be better and excellent students. When we talk about high school, it is not all about just having fun or do such crazy things. Do whatever we want and take things for granted. We are here to learn, to excel, and to improve ourselves. Seeing each of your faces today somehow pulled me back to the time where we started our high school journey here in Baloling National High School. I know each of us shared amazing memories together. All the dramas, the tears, loud bursts of laughter, reaching across the other rooms, sometimes earning the ire of some of our teachers, and even arguing like elementary students every now and then. It saddens me that this day marks the last day that we all be sharing this stage together as students. We are so blessed and lucky because we have teachers who never gave up on us, kahit napasaway at may ingay tayo. Thank you, Sir Johnny, sa pag-compute ng aming mga heartaches. To Ma'am Olive sa mga pieces advice for our future careers. To Ma'am Armella for letting us flex our muscles in kneading and mixing bread and pastries. And to our advisor, Ma'am Carla, for trusting us na kaya namin gawin ang isang bagay kahit na mahirap para sa amin. You keep on telling us na we can do it, basta gagawin namin ng best namin. To my former teachers, Ma'am Marie Chris, Ma'am Naji, Ma'am Nancy, Sir Alvin, Sir Alexander, Sir Albert, thank you for always believing that we could do better. To our new teachers, Ma'am Rodit, thank you po sa pag-take ng graduation pictures namin. To Sir Alvin, Ma'am Jessica, and Ma'am Danica, you all inspire us, and we are so much grateful for all that you do. To our beloved school head, Dr. Lucy Nicomedes, thank you for your guidance. You were also approachable and willing to give me pieces of advice that shaped me to become more responsible a student. The values in the fun adventures shall always be engraved in our heart. To all my closest friends and classmates, thank you for making every school day an enjoyable party. May pabanda, pasalon, pasini, at kung minsan tulugan pa. Finally, our dear beloved parents, all of your hard work and sacrifices shall bear its fruit today as we receive our diplomas and certificates. Our sincerest gratitude for making us smile and stealing lessons that ceaselessly develop us to become a good person. Thank you for not giving up on us and loving us unconditionally every single day. Without you, this accomplishment will not be possible. Lastly, to our Almighty God for bestowing His amazing grace and mercy. I lay it all to you, O Lord. Sabi nila, mas madaling makamit ang isang bagay kung masaya ka sa ginagawa mo. Kadalasan, hindi mo mararamdaman ang pagod at hirap kung isipin mo ang saya at aral na matutunan mo sa pagkakaksalandas na ito. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. By Eleanor Roosevelt. Thank you, congratulations, and may God bless us all.
It is really a wonderful feeling to reminisce moments of the school year. Truly, it is not the end but the beginning of another educational journey. Once again, congratulations to all of you. And now for the last part of our ceremonies, to have her closing remarks, the energetic and ever competent teacher of Baloling National High School, the faculty president of this school year 2020-2021, Mrs. Maricris Manawis Tiboli.
A blissful day, viewers. First and foremost, I extend my deepest felicitations to all of us for a job well done. This year's experience is indeed the toughest one in the field of teaching and learning process. It measured our ability of flexibility and patience. Parents, learners, and DepEd officials have shown admirable qualities as we walk through the path of uncertainty. Finally, the sweet fruit of success is now to be harvested. How about giving yourselves a resounding applause for not giving up? For trying new things in the education system, which seemed to be hard, yet you survived. We boldly survived. Let the flame of eagerness and perseverance glow as we battle the chaos this pandemic has brought us. Together, we will make it. Together, let us work on this goal. Kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Indeed, the flower that blooms in adversity is the rarest and the most beautiful of them all. Let us welcome another challenging year with the qualities which made us battle all the hardships and nerve-wracking adjustments. Na kaya natin ngayon, masigit nating kakayanin sa mga susunod pang taon. Again, congratulations and thank you.